Come with us to the picturesque foothills of California's wine country and the state-of-the-art Green Music Center. Our conductor for the week is Dr. Katherine FitzGibbon, Director of Choral Activities at Lewis and Clark College and founder of the trailblazing Resonance Ensemble. We'll perform Vaughan Williams' impassioned Dona, Nobis, Pacem, and Damien Jeter's timely Cantata for a More Hopeful Tomorrow.
Let's talk about the repertoire. The two pieces, one by Damien Jeter, one by Vaughan Williams. It's an unusual pairing, but I think it works really well.
Damien Jeter's piece, Cantata for a More Hopeful Tomorrow, is one that Damien wrote during the pandemic and commissioned by our friends at the Washington Chorus. And it really spoke to me. Damien and I have a close working relationship as it is. He's based here in Portland, and I've premiered a number of his work. And I just love his music and his voice. And we share a philosophy that music and art in general can really foster empathy, can create change in the world, can really truly make a difference. What we get to do as choral musicians, we get to make music that has a message to it and in a very direct way, and that shares stories that may or may not have been represented historically on classical music stages. I think Damien as a composer is just brilliant at blending a sense of purpose in everything he writes with a just phenomenal compositional style. Singers, I think, are going to love his music. It is so singable. He is a singer. He's sung at the Met. He's a wonderful bass baritone. He's just a beautiful musician. And so he writes for the voice with such intuition and expressive quality. So I love his music in that respect. I also love that he intentionally interweaves classical music styles and understanding with vernacular traditions as well, and finds ways to interweave them seamlessly. So this particular piece spoke to me because he is mirroring Bach idea and literally quoting Bach and Bach chorales as he tells a story of going from darkness and tragedy into light and hope. And it's interweaving Bach and spirituals in a way that feels magically organic and very intentional and very much something that I think all of us as choral singers can deeply relate to, with a terrific cello solo and soprano solo and then just great writing for the choir. And there's something about that arc of the piece that goes from a story of conflict and of despair into hope and transformation that reminded both of us, Frank and I, of the Vaughan Williams' Dona, Nobis, Pacem, which also is talking about, in that context, the world wars and thinking about war and struggle and conflict, and nonetheless being able to look at deeply personal stories. The two veterans, for example, the beautiful poetry of Walt Whitman, and taking that as an opportunity to think deeply about what kind of world we want to have and how to continue to have hope for peace and justice. So I feel as though those two pieces are like holding hands and both have that kind of opportunity for us as choral singers to really present something deeply inspiring and that really connects with audiences. And also, I mean, Vaughan Williams, he's also okay at writing for the voice, ha ha ha. So it's just gonna feel good all week long, I think, to be singing those two works. So that's yes. Also really exciting.
Yes, and feel good singing the music and those texts.
Yes, yeah, they are both in both pieces. You know, there are some works where I think the composer just is all about presenting the text in the most clear and transformative kind of way, where you feel that the music was just meant for that text, and where they are really about making the story ring immediately for the audience, and these are both that kind of work, to be sure.
Right. It's great to hear you talk about Damien Jeter's background as a singer and his being in tune with what singers need and writing so beautifully for the voice. And a lot of our singers will recognize the Bach quotes.
Yes, you will recognize the Bach quotes. You will recognize the spirituals. You will feel as though it's a new piece that you've known all your life.
Oh, wonderful. You talked a little bit earlier about your long experience with BCI. Can you talk a little bit about how that has helped you over the years as a musician and a conductor?
To have the opportunity to come and summer after summer to delve deeply into masterpieces of Western choral literature, hear new works, work with all of these amazing conductors. There's magic that happens in that week, but it's very planned out and carefully, lovingly crafted magic. Just learning from these great conductors about how you can do that incredibly efficiently and lovingly, and and what works to really create a sense of cohesion and vocal health and all of the different factors that are emphasized so beautifully in a BCI week. I find that it has shaped me so completely, as well as being the source of so many great lifelong friendships that are so deeply important to me. Yours, of course, being a huge one for me.
Well, we're thrilled to have you back conducting for us, and we're looking forward to working with you again.
Thank you. Likewise, I cannot wait. I am so looking forward to it as well.
Good. Great to see you, Kathy.
Great to see you too.
All of the details for our 2022 season are available at berkshirechoral.org. If you are a first-time attendee, you are eligible for a newcomer discount at 25% off our standard tuition, plus a waived application fee. And if you are a singer 18 to 45 years old, you can take advantage of our next generation discount of 35% plus a waived application fee. Join us for the joy, the musical inspiration, and the community connection that is the Berkshire Choral Experience. It's time to sing together again. Apply today at berkshirechoral.org.